The world stands on edge as two of the most powerful leaders meet behind closed doors. In a tense and historic moment, the U.S. president delivers a stark ultimatum to Vladimir Putin: agree to a ceasefire now or face consequences that could change the global balance of power forever. In a summit watched by the entire world, tensions between Washington and Moscow have reached a critical breaking point. What began as a diplomatic meeting has escalated into a high-stakes standoff, with the U.S. president confronting Vladimir Putin in a way we have never seen before. The demand is urgent, the tone is uncompromising, and the consequences of refusal could reshape the course of history. This is more than politics. This is a defining moment for global peace and security. The world is holding its breath as one of the most high-stakes political showdowns in recent history unfolds. In a closed-door summit between U.S. President and Russian President Vladimir Putin, tensions reached their peak when the American leader delivered a direct and uncompromising message: agree to a ceasefire immediately or face severe consequences. This statement has sent shockwaves through diplomatic circles and is dominating headlines worldwide. The meeting, initially billed as an opportunity for open dialogue and mutual understanding, has now become a flashpoint that could determine the course of global stability in the coming months. According to insiders present at the summit venue, the U.S. president made it clear that patience has worn thin. He outlined a series of demands aimed at halting ongoing hostilities, with the ceasefire as the immediate and non-negotiable first step. Sources report that his tone was measured but firm, leaving no room for misinterpretation. His message was supported by a strong warning that if Putin refuses, the United States, alongside its allies, is prepared to escalate economic sanctions, military support for opposing forces, and diplomatic isolation of Russia on an unprecedented scale. The urgency of this meeting stems from the ongoing conflict that has already claimed thousands of lives and displaced millions. International pressure has been mounting on Moscow, and the U.S. president's latest warning represents the most explicit threat of consequences yet. Experts say this is a calculated move to corner Putin into making a decision without delay. It's not just about political posturing, it's about shaping the realities on the ground before they spiral even further out of control. The atmosphere inside the summit hall was tense. Translators worked diligently to ensure every word was precisely conveyed. Putin, known for his unflappable demeanor, reportedly listened intently, without revealing much in the way of emotion. Analysts believe he is weighing his options carefully, aware that his next move will not only impact the battlefield, but also his standing both domestically and internationally. Outside the summit, protests erupted, with demonstrators demanding peace and calling for an immediate halt to military aggression. Streets around the venue were filled with activists, waving flags, chanting slogans, and holding signs that read "Ceasefire now" and "No more war." The energy on the ground was a reflection of the world's growing impatience with prolonged conflict. Global leaders from Europe, Asia, and beyond are watching closely, ready to respond depending on the outcome of these discussions. Behind closed doors, it is believed the American president presented a package of incentives alongside the threats. These included the potential easing of certain sanctions, economic cooperation, and security guarantees should Russia agree to the ceasefire terms. However, the message was crystal clear: failure to comply would lead to consequences that would significantly tighten the noose around Moscow's economy and geopolitical influence. The geopolitical stakes could not be higher. If Putin rejects the ceasefire proposal, it could trigger a cascade of events that further destabilize the region and heighten the risk of broader confrontation. On the other hand, an agreement could open the door to peace talks, humanitarian aid, and a slow path toward rebuilding trust between nations. The choice lies with Moscow, but the pressure from Washington has never been this intense. As the summit draws to a close, the world is left waiting for an official statement from both leaders. Diplomats suggest that even if a ceasefire is agreed upon in principle, the devil will be in the details. How it is implemented, monitored, and enforced will determine whether this moment is remembered as a turning point or just another chapter in a long, bitter conflict. As the summit's doors close and the cameras turn away, the fate of millions now hangs on a single decision. Will Putin choose the path of diplomacy or risk plunging the world deeper into crisis? The clock is ticking, the stakes could not be higher, and history is being written in real time. Whatever comes next, the outcome of this confrontation will echo for years, shaping alliances, conflicts, and the fragile hope for peace.